In this video, we're going to talk about the Internet Browser Application protocols that we use to browse the internet on a regular basis. And there's three that we want to talk about. So the first one is one that we're very common with. It's our HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And this is the main protocol that we all use to browse the internet. So whenever you go to a website domain name such as google.com or Yahoo or Facebook, the main protocol that was set up a long time ago is HTTP. Now, in addition to HTTP, there's HTTPS. This is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. So what's the difference? Well, this provides access to the internet in a secure fashion, meaning it encrypts the website. So for example, if you go to Gmail, it's going to be HTTPS, or if you go to your banking website, it's going to be HTTPS, and it's going to encrypt all your data so that communication that you have back and forth with that web server, it's going to be secure. Now you'll notice that all of these operate on TCP because they set up that three-way handshake. So HTTP, HTTPS, and the encryption methodologies that they use all use TCP. So none of them are using UDP. Now, what do we talk about when we're saying that HTTP encrypts our data? Well, it uses TLS/SSL. So there's two different types of protocols for securing our HTTP communication, and one is called transport layer security, and the other one is called secure socket layer. So you've probably heard of SSL, and the newer one is TSL. And what these are cryptographic protocols that takes all the information that you're going to communicate with and it encrypts it with some sort of an algorithm where it's going to be secure to the naked eye. So if somebody is doing a man-in-the-middle attack and they're pulling your data, or they're eavesdropping on your network and they have Wireshark and they're listening in and they're pulling the data off your network, if it's plain text, they're going to see everything that you're sending. But if it's encrypted with TLS or SSL, it's just going to be a bunch of jarbled characters where they're not going to be able to make it out unless they break that encryption. So SSL has been around for quite some time, and some people still use it. So when I mean some people still use it, certain web hosting companies still use it. But TLS is a newer encryption algorithm technology and protocol that's replacing SSL. And so you're going to see more often TLS over SSL. Now, from a consumer point of view, if you go to the internet, you're not going to know if it's SSL or TLS simply by seeing HTTPS. But if you are in the IT industry and you know how to identify it, you're going to be able to understand one is going to be TLS and the other one is going to be SSL. Just understand that when you're on the internet and if you're typing in a name, if it has HTTPS in front of the domain name, that means it's secure. If it has HTTP or there's nothing, that means that it's all in plain text. And let's just do a quick example. So here's my website, microgrinder.com. You'll notice that there's no HTTPS, and when I hover over here, you'll see that it's just HTTP:// and my domain name. So that means that anybody that visits my website, if they're communicating back and forth with my website where they're browsing videos or whatnot, all that data coming back and forth is going to be in plain text. Now, if I go to, for example, let's go to Chase, and this is a bank, and you'll notice that everything is in HTTPS. So anything that you do on Chase's website is going to be encrypted by default. And that's the big difference. And you know, even a lot of the bigger websites, for example, Facebook now, in the past, it used to be HTTP. So I remember when I taught this class about 3 years ago in a classroom at a university, and at that point in time, Facebook was by default HTTP. So they weren't encrypting this information by default when you were logging in. Now by default, it is HTTPS. And you'll also see this lock symbol too. And this means that their security certificate is confirmed and verified by a third-party person that says this is secure. And so you're always looking for this lock symbol as well. And you'll notice there's no lock symbol over here. We just have this basic information and we know that this is not secure. So that's going to go ahead and conclude our introductory lecture to HTTP, HTTPS, and TLS and SSL.